Hey everybody, I just made this 2-gallon jug here and I'm going to show you a little bit about that process. And I did make this piece in 2 sections, which is the way I learned to make pieces on a larger scale, and it's kind of the way people around here have done it for 150 years or so. Even though this isn't that big of a pot, just a 2-gallon jug, I did make it in 2 sections because I find that helps me be able to get a good form and shape, because form is very important to us here at Jugtown, and it also helps me be able to make the pot consistent from top to bottom as far as thickness, and helps the pot have a good weight. So hope you enjoy seeing a little bit about how we do something like this. I'll start with about 4.5 pounds. That'll be a good base for this jug. I'm speeding up parts of this video so that I can post it on social media. I'm getting the shape just like I want it for the bottom of the jug, and I'll measure it so that I can make the top section just the right size to fit. I'll go back to the scale and weigh out the piece of clay for the top section. I'll use just under 2.5 pounds, and that will leave me with about a total of 6 pounds and 12 to 14 ounces total when the 2 pieces are put together, and it usually takes me just under 7 pounds to make a 2-gallon jug. I'm at the other wheel in my workshop, and I'm going to make the top part of the jug, or the cap. So I'm basically working upside down. I'm making the top or the cap for the jug, and I just want to get the shape as close as I can to what I want it to be in the end when I put them together. I'll measure it, make sure they made up good, and then it's time to cut it loose and flip it upside down as I take it off. I make sure to keep the lip of both the bottom and the cap piece wet, and that helps them join together. I've left the clay just a little thicker where both pieces join, and then I'll just work that back and forth with my hand or with the chip, and the pieces will be bonded together and be just as strong as the rest of the pot. When I start making a piece like this, I have in mind what I want the shape to look like. And for a jug, I want a nice full form and a good line from top to bottom. So I spend a lot of time making sure that I get the shape just the way I want it. This jug will be for upcoming wood firing. This one will probably be in plain salt glaze. We make a lot of jugs in plain salt glaze, some in frog skin, some with runny ash. I'll set this one off the wheel and over with the other jug, and that'll sit for a day or two, and then it'll be ready to be handled, and then we'll let it dry till we get ready to fire.